Welcome to another episode of Stock List. Today we're talking about Microsoft. So, what's Microsoft? Microsoft is an American multinational technology company. They deal with things like computer software, computer hardware, PCs, personal electronics, just
cloud computing
as well. Just things of that computing nature, basically. So that's Microsoft. Before you get into the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. A lot of you guys are watching the content, but you're not subscribing, so we want to see you subscribe.
That's it. We're trying to hit 600 subs, so please subscribe to the channel.
Thank you.
Microsoft are currently trading on the NASDAQ. For anyone looking for them, their ticker is MSFT. Their current stock price at the time of recording, which is 28th of September, is $285. Their 52-week low was $199 and their 52-week high was $303. So at the moment you can tell that they're kind of on the high end of that.
The current price is on the high end. Yeah,
that's it. So if you're looking to buy them at the moment, I would say keep it on your watch list and monitor what they're doing. It could keep going up as they've released new products, which we'll go into later. However, I'll say at the moment, just monitor them.
Yeah, agreed. Financially, Microsoft is quite strong and they've reported steady growth.
How strong?
Very strong, billion strong. Get me? So in 2017, they were reporting about 96 billion in revenue, and that grew to about 168 billion in 2021. So steady growth.
Yeah, steady growth. That's big numbers.
Of course.
Profit-wise, this is the most important figure because revenue is just something that you're bringing in. However, you need to take away your cost to really see how much you're left with. So their profit in 2021 was 61 billion. This is up from 44 billion in 2020.
Damn.
So yeah, they done well during the pandemic.
Not everyone can say that they did that. Exactly.
Two of the things that bring in most of the revenue and profit for Microsoft is their personal computing. So that's the laptops, the PCs, Windows. That's it. And then their cloud computing. So
Microsoft Azure.
That's it.
You know.
So this is the last figure we're going to give you for now in terms of the financials. It's important to note that with Microsoft, their research and development has gone up, which is a good thing as in their space, they need to be innovative. In 2018, they spent 14 billion on research and development. However, in 2021, they've spent 20 billion, so it's up, which is always good. Especially if you've got cash in the bank, which you can use for these sort of things.
Of course.
And with competition such as Zoom, and you've got Zoom and who else is in that space? Google Meets.
Google Meets.
You've got a lot of competition in that specific area. Obviously, Microsoft do other things as well.
Which is the communications.
But in that specific area, they needed to spend on research and development because at the beginning of the pandemic, everyone was using Zoom. And then once they started investing in different features.
New features.
That's it.
Useful features
such as blurring your background so people don't see your dusty trainers, your dusty collection whilst you're in a meeting.
Your manager can't see that you're on bed whilst you're in the Teams meeting. Thanks to Microsoft.
So research and development is really important. So I just felt like I needed to bring that to the table.
It makes sense. It makes sense. So before we get into the pros and cons as to whether you should buy the stock or not, we just need to let you know that we're not financial advisors. So take everything we say with a hint of salt,
Maggi,
paprika, and anything in the kitchen.
That's it.
Let's get into it. Right, so before we go into pro number one, we need to quickly let you know why we do pros and cons. And the reason is we need to provide you with enough information for you to make an informed decision as to whether you want to buy the stock or not.
That's it. Like we always say, we're not biased on this channel, so we like to provide a balanced argument with both the pros and the cons.
Of course.
That's it.
So, pro number one, Microsoft is very responsive to market conditions. So they're able to take advantage of different opportunities in the market. For example, Apple is currently having serious issues with Epic. About various things. So Epic,
they are behind Fortnite.
Epic is the company behind Fortnite, and currently Apple is extorting them, charging them
like 30%.
Literally 30%. Apple was charging Epic 30% for Epic to be able to sell products on the Apple App Store.
Yep.
Or sell services, whatever you want to call it, on the Apple App Store. So they're currently engaged in a legal battle. Microsoft has seen this and has said to Fortnite or said to Epic, look, you come on our platform, come and sell on our store, and we'll let you sell for free. You don't have to pay any fees. You understand?
That's it.
So the fact that they're able to open their eyes and see the things that are happening in the market and respond is a big pro. It shows that Microsoft are really switched on.
That's the thing. The fact that they're able to bring Epic on board, people are going to see this. It's going to be big news because Epic are already in the news. Yeah. So Microsoft offering Epic the chance to come on their platform with lower fees. Yeah. It's going to be an eye opener to other developers who are going to think, okay, Microsoft are charging lower fees. Why do I need to now move to Apple App Store,
and pay 30%.
And pay 30%.
And just go Microsoft. And
exactly. And also as well, it's not just Epic that they've approached. They've approached Amazon as well. So Amazon also are allowed to take advantage of this as well.
The Microsoft Store.
Exactly.
So another quick example there is Zoom and Teams. So Zoom was blowing up during the pandemic. Microsoft saw that and took advantage and also brought Teams forward and really improved on Teams. And now I would say Teams is probably more popular than Zoom.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand?
I think a big part of that was the fact that they didn't initially react to the market changes quick enough. They saw that obviously we had to work from home. So rather than being proactive in this situation, they become reactive, which is not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing. But again, like you said, it's
at some point they were able to take
advantage of it, which is good.
So the second pro for Microsoft stock is the fact that, again, relating to the initial point, they have deep pockets, and that allows them to be reactive to market conditions. So the fact that they have so much money means whatever there's a change in the market, they have the funds to pursue that change and take advantage of that opportunity.
With Microsoft, since the dinosaurs were about, they've always had strong and guaranteed revenue sources. So with personal computing, people have been buying computers with Windows on for
Windows 95, Windows back in the day
when people were doing paint and stuff on their their laptops. So you've had that, then you've got the whole the cloud computing
business, and
you've got obviously the gaming side, and you've got so many things under them,
so many arms
to the company. And the thing is, even if one side is affected, another side will pick up. Back in the day, it used to be Skype that was bringing in, so communication side, it was Skype that was bringing in the income to the business. Then obviously that died down, and
now they've got Teams.
So there's always something there that's going to bring the money into the business, and it's a good thing. Like we always say, if a business has multiple streams of revenue that they can bring into the business, it's always a good thing.
It's always more reliable. It's always a safer bet.
Exactly. So the final point would be the fact that this is a low risk investment, in my personal opinion.
Me too.
Again, my personal opinion. Before someone comes and sue me. In the past 5 years, the stock price has risen 392%.
Whoa.
Which is massive. And in the past 1 year, 36%.
Whoa. We've just taken you through a few of the pros of getting the Microsoft stock. Now, equally, we have to take you through a couple of the cons.
That's it.
And the first con for me is the fact that Microsoft has no standing in the mobile market at the moment. They're trying now, but they actually have no official standing for a company of their size. So I'll give you an example. Apple has the iPhone and has iOS. Google has Android and they have the Google Pixel. Samsung is also in the market and they have obviously their Samsung phones. Microsoft don't actually have a substantial product. I mean, they've only just started in the last couple of years with they've got this new Microsoft Duo phone, I think it's called. They did have the Nokia business and that completely failed. I think when did they sell it off?
2015. They bought it in 2013 for 7 billion.
And 2 years later they were down. like it was completely written off.
Yeah, written off. Yeah.
Yeah, so Microsoft has actually failed in the mobile market, and in this current generation where everyone is using their phones, like the whole like PC things going away, everyone's doing everything on their phones. As a big company, you need to have a standing in the mobile market.
Definitely.
You understand? So that poses a risk to the very distant future if they're not able to do something now.
I think that affected them initially in the early stages of the pandemic because let's go back to Teams. At the beginning, Teams wasn't mobile friendly.
Yes.
I remember saying to you a lot, I didn't like Teams.
Yeah.
It wasn't mobile
The phone
friendly,
app was dead.
whereas Zoom was user friendly. So you saw your aunties, grandmas, anyone of elderly age being able to use those kind of apps because they're easy to set up on a phone. It's all about how accessible something is and how easy something is to use on your phone.
Of course.
Microsoft Teams, even for someone like me, was a bit difficult to use on my phone.
Yeah,
so
imagine like an older person trying to use.
Exactly. So if they had their own mobile phone, then they would have thought about the mobile side of the app. But they don't have anything like that. So they're always developing the app, then the mobile side comes last.
Wow, that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's facts, absolute facts. I get it. Okay. Well, so hopefully they'll be able to do something in the mobile space.
That's it. Cool. Con number 2 is a bit like Kanye and Kim.
What?
You don't know when to let go of Kim. Kim don't know when to let go of him.
Kanye,
They're a bit toxic. So, in all seriousness, Microsoft sometimes do not know when to let go of some of their products. Skype is still on their books. And for me, Skype should have been gone a long time ago, especially as they got Microsoft Teams. That's where they should have been focusing on. Skype died a long time ago. They had Nokia for a while. Obviously, they sold it after a while, but I feel like sometimes
it took them too long to let it go.
Exactly. Sometimes they buy things, and when they acquire things, because Microsoft at the end of the day, their whole thing is acquiring something and trying to make it a little bit better.
Yeah. Or trying to add it to their current service.
That's
or
it.
Line.
Yeah. When they have something on their books and it's not doing well, they take too long to get rid of it.
Yeah. When it isn't doing well.
Yeah. So that for me is a bit of a problem. And maybe if they had people within their company who were of the younger demographic, maybe they could advise them, because the senior board, the age that a lot of them are is a bit.
You know why I agree with that point, is the whole, I don't know if you remember Windows 8.
Yeah.
They held on to that for too long, and it's because the CEO was old. Steve Ballmer had no idea what was going on at the time. It was Steve Ballmer who was like really trying to push for Windows 8, and Windows 8 was a complete write-off. Do you understand? Whereas if they had somebody who was younger and had a better understanding of the next generation, they would have known that Windows 8 is a dud.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So definitely hear your point. We've just discussed the pros and cons. Now we'll quickly take you through the growth strategy of Microsoft. So Microsoft's growth strategy is acquisitions. They're very big on acquisitions. If you look at the past 5 years, they've acquired LinkedIn.
That's massive.
Massive. Like, that's the biggest one. They've attempted to acquire TikTok. They've acquired Entrig, which is like a pen technology company for people.
Surface,
digital,
Windows.
digital artists, basically. You can just write and draw on your tablet. And of course, a company called Nuance, which is a voice recognition company.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So in the last 5 years, they've tried to acquire a whole list of companies. This is just a couple of the main ones that you might know about. You understand? And
definitely, you would have heard of LinkedIn.
Million percent. So they buy these companies and then they just add them to their product line, or they integrate them with their current products. And that's Microsoft's main growth strategy. Of course, they've got internal stuff that they build, like Windows and stuff like that. But the way that they're really pushing for expansion is by acquiring.
Okay.
So you need to think about whether that makes sense for you as an investor.
That's it. So rating out of 5, what would you give it?
So for me, if you're somebody who just wants to save money, keep your money safe, for me, Microsoft is a 5 out of 5. I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. Your money is not going to get lost, and they're not going to fall anytime soon, as long as they keep pushing in the mobile space.
Okay, yeah. I would say my rating would be 4 out of 5. Again, I feel like it's a less risky investment, and like you said, I don't see them going away anytime soon. So, yeah, that's it from me. Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'd like to thank you again for watching the video, for making it this far. Please make sure you share the video, send it to at least one person. Make sure you like and drop us a comment what you like or what you don't like about the video. And we will see you on the next one. Thank you.